and welcome back to Sacred Connection Healing Room. It has been a crazy week, let me tell you. I am finally down to super glue and a band-aid. However, I did hit it pretty hard earlier today and was yelling some very colorful language. This channel is for people to share stories and talk about our journeys through life, knowing that so many times life has been very, very hard and yet sometimes very comical. We all have these amazing journeys, and I want this place to be a space where we can share these journeys together. My disclaimer is that I am not a licensed psychiatrist, psychologist, or a therapist. I am, however, a life coach. I just hope that whoever sees this will get something out of it that can bring them just a little bit of joy and a little bit of happiness and a little bit of success. Please forgive me if you don't celebrate Christmas, you celebrate any other kind of holiday, just any sort of a festivity that requires some sort of gift giving or gift receiving. This includes you as well. I've got on some Santa pants. I've got on my Santa t-shirt, and I also have on Santa Claus socks. So yes, I'm one of those people that has an entire tote full of Christmas clothes. So yes, 'tis the season for gift giving and gift receiving. Look, we all know the people who are so amazing at giving gifts. I mean, they nail that shit on Frosty's nose. Oh! That was a skill that I wanted to have from the time I was like 5 years old. I mean, Santa Claus was my hero. Now, as I got older and I learned some of the truths about Santa Claus's gift giving and the fact that he received a lot of help along the way, I then became an elf myself. I want to share some of my wisdom, the things that I've learned along the way from other people, and how to avoid certain things because of lessons along the way that I've learned as well. I wanted to share two short stories with you about people that nailed it for me. I love to cook, and my mom found these measuring spoons that were super fancy, very ornate, and they were the coolest spoons ever. And I have had them hanging in my kitchen ever since. I loved those things. I love those just kind of oddball things that you wouldn't see in everybody else's houses. So there was another gift where someone just, it shocked me because she did not know me all that well. She got me this mug that said, it's either serial killer documentaries or Hallmark Christmas movies. Either way, I'm slaying or I'm slaying. And that was so me, because throughout the rest of the year, I am watching usually serial killer documentaries. I watch a lot of Dateline. I watch just a whole lot of that because the criminal mind is fascinating to me. It's so not the way I think. But then when Halloween is said and done, from Halloween until New Year's, I am all about the Christmas movies. And I do it for 2 months for a reason. I don't usually do full-on Christmas decorations, music, movies, and everything in the whole house until after Thanksgiving. But I do start with some of it because I'm a crafter and I do make a lot of my gifts. And so in order to get me into the spirit, it's very important for me to like start listening to some of the music and having something around that's going to inspire me and kind of make me feel like I'm in that Christmas mood. So anyway, it was just perfect. And that's going to be like a big thing on the challenge, is make sure that you know enough about the person that you're buying something for. You have some people who are just like really, really bad at buying gifts, but they don't know it.
Uh-oh.
So you have these people are the ones who believe they're really good at it. I had been dating someone for about a year, and our first Christmas together was coming up, and he knew me pretty well. He prided himself, bragged about it all the time, but he was really good at getting gifts for people. So I was getting excited about it. And in case you can't tell already, I really get into Christmas time. He just constantly was talking about how good he was at buying gifts for people. So it's Christmas Day, and I open up one of the gifts that he had gotten for me, and it was a movie that was in a genre that I absolutely hated. And I'm like, you know me. Like, we are living together by this point. How do you not know that I hate this movie? And, so I'm thinking to myself, okay, now, it was a movie that he would have liked. A little let down here, because I'm thinking, he really built this up. So then the next gift that I get is stationery. Okay, so the design of the stationery is of color scheme that is so completely different from anything that is similar to me at all. I am very much a pink, blue, purple person, and these were all colors that I really don't like together. Very earthy, goldy, yellows, oranges, browns. Not my favorites on a type of stationery that I never use. It didn't match anything about me. Like, there was nothing about it that said, hey, this reminds me of Cindy. I was totally confused. I've had a lot of these experiences with people who are just not good gift givers. Here's my advice. As a giver, think about how you felt as a receiver in this process. So that is the first challenge as part of this process. And we are back. At the beginning of the video when I said it has been quite the week, today has been quite the day. This is my fourth time starting this video, because the last time my phone decided to just die. It was just gonna die. So anyway, welcome back. Although it seems like a second to you, it was definitely like 3 hours for me. The next topic that I want to talk about is something that's very, very near and dear to my heart. Most people know that I am very much a crafter, and pretty much everyone in my family dabbles in arts and crafts in some way, shape, or form. But I will say that my two sisters and myself are obnoxious when it comes to arts and crafts supplies, and the array and variety of things that we can do. That being said, many of the gifts that people receive from any of us in the family, and of course that we pass it back and forth to each other, are going to be handmade items. Handmade gifts definitely fall into several different categories. One of the things is that several of us do a lot of cooking. And when we do holiday goodies, which most of us do, I've learned over the past several years that it is so important to pay attention to allergies. We all have our little specialty items that we make. Some of us make very similar things, but we do them a little differently. But I have some family members that have some allergies. So my stepbrother, he's very allergic to peanut butter, and then it increased and changed and morphed into other nuts and things like that. So I would usually start with his items, and I would make his separately before I did anything that involved any kind of a nut. And because of that, and then other members starting to have other allergies, I started to include labels that had the ingredients, because I didn't want somebody that had an allergy that I wasn't aware of to have some sort of a reaction to my homemade goodies. That would be terrible. I didn't want to kill them with my food. So yes, I started including either a whole sheet that had everything broken down or stickers on each of the bags so that they could see what ingredients were in each thing. If you're going to do homemade goodie bags, I think that is something that you definitely put in there. There are people out there who have a wide variety of tastes. And that is a good thing, because if you go to different stores, you will find an mind-boggling array of things that are popular right now. And I'll be honest, not all of them appeal to me. And I am certain that not all of them appeal to you. And there are people out there in this world who still believe that burnt orange and avocado green bell bottoms are still attractive on people. Maybe. I personally don't think so. I really still think that they are an abomination in the world of fashion, that could just be me. Can't stand them, and I really find them to be very ugly. Now that's my opinion. You guys can rip me up in the comments if you want to. There's this huge farmhouse trend. I really like the farmhouse trend. I really do. But I like to put a spin on the farmhouse trend. And so I combine a lot of different things with it. And typically the things that I will go toward when I am doing my arts and crafts. And I will oftentimes do a lot of Christmas ornaments. My style may or may not be what other people enjoy. And that's okay. Being a crafter is just an amazing thing. It is great to be appreciated by the people in your circle who can look at the work that you do and recognize talent and skill, time, effort that you put into your craft, no matter what it is. There are some people out there that it doesn't matter how skilled you are. They are still going to think that whatever it is that you do, if it's handmade, it will never be good enough. So if you are someone who gives people handmade items, please keep in mind there are those people in every family where your talents may not be appreciated. Some of the things that you could do, obviously, would be you could maybe alter or change what you do. It might cater a little bit more to the style that they like. So let's say, you know, you do it and it's this particular style. Perhaps their style is just a little bit different. You could alter it maybe. And that might teach you how to do something a little bit differently that might open you up to a new clientele. So that is definitely an option, and that could be a win-win for both ends. You could maybe, instead of making something for that person, choose to get them a store-bought gift or a gift card. Or if that person has been negative enough in the past that they've hurt you, you can also opt to not give a gift at all. Gift giving is supposed to be about kindness, showing love and appreciation, and that is supposed to be done from your heart. It is okay to not gift. And this goes for store-bought too. Don't go for something that you want, that you like, or is your taste. You have to keep in mind the person that is receiving it. But now let's talk about the elephant in the room. No, I don't really have an elephant in my room. I don't think that this room is big enough for an elephant. Maybe a baby elephant. I don't know. And not the one that's slipping and sliding in the mud this time. Maybe I can find another cute elephant though. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Now, this elephant would be called the gift card conundrum. So let's talk about gift cards for a minute. In the last 20 to 25 years, gift cards have become the choice for many people to give at Christmas time, holidays, if you don't celebrate Christmas. I am here to say that gift cards can be the most amazing gift that will ever be found under your tree or in your stocking or wherever it may pop up during the holidays or your birthday. Like, not kidding, could be the best gift ever. Or it could be the lamest gift ever. Now, let's talk about gift cards as the best gift. Anyone between the ages of 12 and getting married. Best gift ever. The reason why I say this is as people are coming into puberty, teenage years, male and female wise, we do not try to analyze their brains. Even those of us who live with them, we understand that there is a certain level of crazy that we will never understand. If we purchase a gift card, we allow them to have a certain level of control because that's what they want. This is what they desire until they don't. But gift cards help. They may be interested in gaming. And if any of you, like me, suck at most video games that our children are playing, and it is much, much better for you to go to their favorite place and get a gift card so that they can spend the money on whatever it is that they need. All right, now let's talk a little bit about the next group of people, the college student. Now, again, this is a completely different creature than the ones that you birthed and you adored as they were little. These creatures have become the ones who were 3 meals away from starving to death and 13 miles away from an empty gas tank. And their eyes will glisten with joy if you were to give them grocery cards, Walmart gift cards, and gas cards, fast food restaurant cards. Those are the people who desperately need it the most. They are sleep deprived and they have been eating an unhealthy diet of ramen and tacos with a whole lot of pepperoni pizza at midnight. And then finally, the next group of people who will absolutely lose their minds over the right gift cards would be those of us who suffer from the OCD syndrome. And that is the obsessive crafter disorder syndrome. These are the people who have slaved away for months on end to craft and create and make these amazing crafts for gifts for everyone in the family. When they see that glistening card to their favorite craft store or home improvement store, can't forget those. Their eyes will begin to glaze over, and you will lose them for hours as they start thinking about their next project. Yes, this is when gift cards can become dangerous. So this is a way that you can provide something that people need and want. Gift cards can be horrible if you're one of those people who wants to buy a gift card to a makeup store for a lady who doesn't wear makeup and enjoys hiking. That would be someone who might enjoy the Dick's athletic store or Bass Pro Shops. Whereas the guy who absolutely despises anything athletic might want a Joann's card. You see, so it means you have to cater to the person. The only serious piece really about this would be the gifts that are not a physically wrapped present. If someone were to come up to you and hand you a gift, most of the time we would say, oh my gosh, you did not have to do that. It's okay. It was just a little something. I was thinking about you and I wanted you to have this. We would say, well, thank you. But if someone comes up to you and they say, you look stunning tonight, that gift of kindness, that compliment, puts us in an awkward position for so many people, because society today forces us, especially as women, to walk a very fine line between narcissism and humility. So if someone gives you a compliment to that caliber, our first instinct is humility. Okay, it's to kind of poo-poo it away. You know, blush, kind of brush it off. But I wanted you to consider how much, if somebody were to walk up and hand you a gift and you were to hand it back to them and refuse to take it, how much would you hurt their feelings? And two, if it was something that you really wanted, it was something you really needed, and you didn't take it because of your own whatever this is, how much would that hurt you? Isn't that kind of cruel? It's cruel to both of you. Now, on the flip side, if someone were to come up to you and say, you look stunning in that dress, and you were to turn around and go, I know, right? Okay, so then people are going to look at you and be like, wow, wow. You are vain and you are a narcissist. Okay, so if we take this gift and you make it all about you, it just becomes awkward. Every time someone gives you a compliment, I want you to think of it as a gift that's been wrapped up and given to you. I want you to treat it like that. I want you to say, thank you. I really appreciate that. You can say, thank you. I really appreciate that. I worked really hard to get my makeup done right, so I'm really glad you like it. You could say, I'm so glad you really like this dress. I was a little nervous about it. You know, I bought this dress. I didn't quite fit into it. I have lost 20 pounds, so I'm really excited I could wear it tonight. Okay, that is also not being egotistic. That's saying, I'm really kind of proud of myself that I fit into this dress. Thank you for noticing. Let's start treating compliments like an actual gift that someone gives you. I try to see people and say, I love your hair, or those boots are so cute. I try to smile, I try to laugh, and I want you to feel good, even if it's just for that tiny amount of time. Here's a gift. I don't expect anything back, because every gift is supposed to be given with kindness. Every gift should be given with no obligation and no anticipation of reciprocation. That's it. It's so simple. Be gracious. Be thankful. Gratitude and kindness. Those are the rules. Gift giving and gift receiving in this crazy, crazy life of mine. I remember every gift, and I try to pay it forward by remembering the smiles that people gave to me. And I hope that you can do the same. Thank you so very much for being here again today and joining me on this amazing journey. I do hope that you will continue to send some comments. I'm not getting very many comments, guys. Share your stories. Really, I really do want to hear from you. Look, I'm still working on the editing, but I am trying to do more funny things. I'm working on it all the time, trying to get better, okay? Please comment, like, and subscribe. The more subscribers that I have, the more likes that I have, is more people that we can reach every single week so that we can help people not feel alone on this crazy journey that we call life. Thank you again. I'll see you next time.